everybody, I'm Marc Gill, this is Marc's on the Grill, and this is the Maverick XR-50 4-probe, 4 of them, extended range thermometer. Holy cow, and I want to give you one. Cue the intro. Alright guys, so what's the one thing that everybody who loves to cook can use? Doesn't matter if you grill, bake, fry, makes no difference. A good thermometer, and Maverick makes the best ones out there, man. And this is their Mac Daddy, top of the line, doesn't get any better. 4-probe, 500-foot range. We unboxed it, we tested it, we reviewed, and I want you to have one. So guys, check out this video. We're gonna ask you a couple of real simple questions at the end. If you get them right, you're in for the draw. A couple of weeks, we're gonna give this guy away. Keep an eye on our channel, Marc's on the Grill, for more details and more ways to win. Guys, enjoy this. Hey guys, my name is Marc Gill, and this is Marc's on the Grill. And today we are gonna talk about meat thermometers, as in, you need a meat thermometer. So listen, our friends at Maverick sent us one of their best. So today we're going to take this out of the box, have a look at what it comes with, see what they're saying it does, give it a little bit of a test, and we'll even have some fun checking out its range. So guys, let's get to it. All right, so the packaging's actually really nice. Nice and heavy. You know what? I love packaging that feels good. It makes the product inside feel better. This one has 4 probes. Guys, that's huge. That means you can monitor and look at 4 heat sources at once. Now, you know, if you're cooking for a crowd, that's pretty cool, especially if you've got people that like their steaks done a different way or their pork done a different way. That's a cool way to do it. Or if you love smoking, guys, that's really cool because now you can, you know, be just, I mean, dead on as far as the temperature inside your smoker, whether it's an offset, electric, however it is you do it, because you can take one of these probes, put it on the grill, one of these probes, put it in the food, one of these probes, put it up top, so you know the endless possibilities with this. So really cool that this comes with the 4 probes. Now this comes with Maverick's Insta technology. That means that all you got to do is set this up one time. The receiver and the sender are going to talk to each other every single time you turn it on. I've got a couple of these. They're beautiful. Works great. Now this is where things get really cool. Waterproof is fantastic. All right, if you get caught out in the rain, if you do a lot of smoking, long-term cooking, that's cool. The temperature range, 32 degrees to 572 degrees. Now, if you're cooking a steak to 572 degrees, I don't need an invite. I don't even know what happens at that temperature. But here's what's cool. High heat probe wire rated to 716 degrees. Guys, think about that. 716 degrees. That means that you can keep an eye on your steaks in the grill with the temperature probe in while you're searing and cooking at high temps. A lot of the probes out there with the silicone will just melt. You absolutely can't do it. They're kind of for smoking and that's it. So good on you, Maverick. That's really cool. This is just a look at what's inside before we crack the box open. You got your receiver, you got your sender, you've got all different probes there. You've got your grill spacers. I'll show you that in a second. Let's dig in. All right, so let's check this out. This is, ooh, that feels good. That feels really good. Wow, I like that. Oh, it's got the magnets on the back too, guys. Check that out. That means that if you're gonna work this with a smoker or you know your metal grill, this will just sit on the side. That is beautiful. The ones that have a stand, they're nice, but you kind of need a table nearby. You know what I mean? So you don't need to do that with that. And this is your receiver. All right, very cool. Same thing. This gives you, does it give you an option? Boy, I think it's got the, ooh, look at this. Yeah, it does. This gives you an option. You can either do a stand or the magnets. So is this. Hey, that's really cool. Look at that, guys. Maverick, like I said, this is their, I think it's their Mac Daddy. This is their flagship one. This is, man, you're serious. You got somebody in your life that loves to grill, loves to smoke. This is the one you want to think about. Now, they said 4 probes, so let's have a look here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Beautiful. Like, oh, okay, cool. So you got 2 long ones, 2 short ones. That's terrific, because you know what? Sometimes when I'm doing like one of my steaks in a Weber grill or something, and I've got a, you know, a kind of a big piece of meat, but I'm a little close to the edge, and I've got to set it on the rail. These long ones sometimes aren't practical. This is actually really cool. This gives me a lot more room to work. Ow! This gives me a lot more room to work with inside my grill. Now, if you're not sure, if you ever bought thermometers and you're not sure what these things are, these little metal spacers, these are designed to clip on a grill grate or a smoker grate and then allow the temperature probe to slide through like that and hold it in place. So this is really cool if you're working with something like a big green egg or an offset smoker and you want to keep an eye on the temperature at grill level and in your food. So, because you got to remember, when you're working with one of these domes, whether it's a Kamado or a kettle grill, that temperature probe is up here and you're going to get a pretty significant temperature degree sometimes between up here and what's actually happening down at food level. So man, there, again, endless possibilities with the probes that are included with this. And isn't this nice? They gave us batteries. So let's go ahead and pop these in. There's a little clip there, you just pop it off and this swings open to expose the battery compartment. I imagine it does that on both of them. So let me pop that in. Oh, I heard a beep. Beeps are good. And that clips right into place there like that. And now let's do the same thing here. So right there, that's where it is. Give it a little pull. There it is. And 1 and 2. There we go. All right. And clips right back on just like that. All right, now that the battery's in, here comes the most satisfying part of any electronics purchase. You know it's coming. I love that. Here we go. One more time. You get to do it twice with this one. Come on. That's lovely. All right, so let's have a nice close look at these, all right? You've got a split screen. It comes into 4 here, just like this, all right? And each one of them has the same reading in high, low, and then probe 1, 2, 3, and 4. So let's go ahead and turn the power on, just like that. So everything kind of comes to life. All right, we can see that. We'll make sure we close in on that. So what you've got now is you've got everything just kind of waiting for that probe to go in. And this is going to be your sending unit, all right? So what we're going to do is let's go ahead and just kind of get one of these standing up and on its own here. Now, obviously, we don't have the meat in here quite yet, but we'll show you how this instant sync works. So here is your receiver, which is going to have a mirror image of the same screen, all right? The same 4 little boxes there with the same 4 little words. A little bit smaller, a little bit more compact, because this you want to be able to take around the house and kind of, stick it on your belt or put it in your pocket or something. So let's go ahead and turn that on right there. This one has the 2 buttons between Fahrenheit and Celsius, and of course the on button. So there we go. Everything's on there. So what we're going to do now is these are marked on the side 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that's going to coincide with the probe that you're going to put in here. All right. So let's just take this one here and let's put it in number 1, just like that. So we're going to get a reading right off the bat here that is, what is that temperature? Can you see it? What is it? 43 degrees, okay. And then if we have a look here, in the same box on number 1, what does that say? 43. Exactly. So right out of the box, you guys, that instant sync works. So every single time you put one of those probes in, 1, 2, 3, or 4, you're going to get a mirror reading on the receiver as you're going to get on the transmitter. And as you can see there, there's a small delay between the meat changing temperature and the receiver getting it. So you can see that went from 41 to 39 and the transmitter followed. So one of the things that they claim is a 500-foot range. So here's what we're gonna do, you guys. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna fire up one of the barbecues. We're gonna grab a steak or whatever we got lying around. We're gonna attach the probe into the meat, and we're gonna put the other end into the sender here, and we're gonna go ahead and take the receiver to some different spots in the house and maybe out into the street and out into the neighborhood there. Maybe you got a little bit bigger property, and we're gonna see how far that range is. All right, so let me fire up the barbecue. We'll see you in a sec. All right, guys, so we're back in the backyard. Now, I always said that I was going to throw a steak on the grill, but listen, this is a big-time thermometer, so we're going to do a big-time food. Look what we got going here. Guys, this is a 6-pound Bacon Wrapped Beef Tenderloin. This is one of those dishes that you absolutely want to make sure that you've got a thermometer for. So we went ahead, and we've already inserted the probe right into the middle of the meat, just like that. So here's the other end, okay? So now, just like we showed you in the unboxing, you've got 4 places to put this, all right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now what they've done is they've made this so cool. Ports number 1 and 2 are specifically designed for smokers and are going to give you a range of about 220 to 250 on the high side. So that means that these 2 probes will always take care of that beautiful sweet spot for smoking, no matter what kind of vessel you're cooking in, okay? Now, number 3 and 4, those are specifically for high heat, quick grilling, okay? So what they're gonna do is give you complete control over the setting of the high temperature, so you can go ahead and if you want it rare, you're gonna set it to 130, if you want it medium, if you want it medium well, that kind of thing, but it's gonna disable the low, so you're never gonna have to worry about that low meter. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna plug this in to number 3, just like that. Now that temperature pops up immediately. This is set at 160 right now. That's a little high, okay? So I'm gonna hit that number, just like that. I'm gonna hit it again, and that's gonna start to blink. And then all I do is I set my temperature. I want this guy to come out at exactly 125 degrees, because I know that at 125 degrees, that is beautiful, tender, melt in your mouth, cut with a fork. The bacon's going to be perfect. But here's the deal. Without a good thermometer, I have no idea what the temperature is. You cannot do cuts of meat like this without the right tools, you guys, and that is the right tool, I gotta tell you. So, listen, this comes with the receiver for the end of the transmitter. Have a look at that, okay? So now this has Insta Sync technology. So all you're gonna do is you're gonna give this a couple of seconds, and this is gonna start to pick up that feed from probe number 3, all right? Just give this 2 seconds here, and there it is. All right, so it's 58.8 there, and it's 58.8 there, so that's perfect. Now, here's what we want to do, okay? We want to test the range on this, because in big clear letters on that box, man, it said range up to 500 feet. That's the real deal. So I'll tell you what, we're out here in Florida. We're in our neighborhood. We've got a pretty decent sized little chunk here, about a ½ acre. So, you know, we got a lot of directions to go here, but we're going to take it outside the property too and see how far we can wander off in case you're on a, you know, a bigger chunk of land or you got a bigger house. Now, keep in mind that as we do our test here, all right, I'm sure 500 feet means like, you know, optimum range. And I get that, okay? Like if your car is going to get 20 miles per gallon, that means downhill, right? Wind at your back, brand new tires, all right? Understood. So even with the power lines here, we're going to take it a little bit out into the neighborhood and see how far we can get. So join us for our test there in just a sec. All right, let's see how far we can get. All right, so here we are at the edge of our property, and yep, no problem at all. And that has to be at least 150 feet, right? All right, let's see how far we can go. Get on in here. Holy moly, okay, look at that. We are easily 300 feet away. I gotta say that easily, with all the power lines and everything. All right, we'll start moving a little slower now. I'm never gonna go further than this to have to wonder what's going on with my steak. This is crazy. We're almost at the tennis court. All right, it just clicked up 1 more degree, so we're there. Look at that, it's absolutely perfect. So let's go the other way and see how it does going on the other side of the power lines. Stop. Nice. Even when I'm waiting for the bus. Even Maria's happy.